त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुंडलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्ष प्रदायिनी माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
Welcome, Philip.
Thank you, Lynn.
Welcome everyone online and everyone here in person as well. So looking forward tonight to our nice collective meditation. So thank you for joining us for that. And also we're going to make sure if you're new tonight, we'll catch you up and make sure we're all in that place of meditation, which is our final and seventh chakra, the Sahasrara chakra, which we wanted to touch on a little bit tonight. We'll mainly listen to the founder of Sahaja Yoga, Shri Mataji, tell us a little bit about that chakra. But the interesting thing about collective, which I was just pondering upon a little earlier, we say it's a collective meditation in that we don't go and sit in a cave somewhere and meditate alone. We're staying in our homes and we're collectively meditating and connecting up with all of our chakras and our subtle energy system that you see on that chart there. And while it's a measure of our own individual stages of our evolution, it's also this collective stages of evolution of mankind. And that place where we are at the moment, which we talked a little bit about last week, is the Agya chakra. And the wonderful thing about Sahaja Yoga meditation is we're going out of the Agya chakra and into that seventh chakra. And the only way that can happen is if we connect with our own evolving, evolutionary power, you could say, of Kundalini, which we've also talked a little bit about. But once we connect with that, that mothering energy takes us into that next stage of our collective evolution. And we evolve and become better, which we want to do.
We need to.
And I guess we could just briefly touch a little bit on that collective chart, which is behind us, showing us the 7 stages of our evolution that we have collectively reached, and also the the channels of our operation. So when we're sitting here talking to you at the moment, we're using our right channel, which is the one of action and the future, whereas we will have gotten our inspiration for that action from the left side, which is the one of desire, the blue one. And where we're going with our evolutionary push via our meditation is to be in the central channel, which is not only our future evolution, but it's our present moment. And the interesting thing is that that only happens when we're in the present. And if you're here for the first time with us tonight, or you've only been a few times, if we try without any assistance from our evolutionary power to be in the present, it's pretty much impossible. So what are you thinking about right now?
I'm listening to what you're saying.
It's very evolved. So, Philip, do you want to take us through getting us connected to our evolutionary power, our Kundalini energy, which will take us into that state where we'll all join up in Sahasrara? Yep.
Okay. We'll go through a process where we invite this mothering energy, which is residual in our sacral bone, to awaken. She's there waiting for us to awaken the central channel, as Lynn said, to open the Sahasrara at the top, so we can have the union, the yoga, the baptism with the collective unconscious. And that's a step in our evolution. It's the reason why we're here. And it's the way to find our real meaning. Our left and right side are there, past and future, part of our human awareness. Now we're going to take another step. And by awakening this energy, we can actually feel it for ourselves, because it's inside us. It's there waiting for this to occur. Through a process where we play particular points, then we come up again through that to here, to the back of the head, front of the head, and top. And what we're doing here is expressing the qualities and asking for the Kundalini to move through the central channel. And we're requesting her, she's there waiting for us to do this and to show us our subtle self. So we start with the right hand on the heart. And here we can say to her, we can ask ourselves a fundamental question, which is, who am I in reality? We're not the past, we're not the future, we're not our superego or our ego or conditioning or this I-ness. There's something in our heart which is there, permanent, gentle, loving, but the biggest and strongest power, and that's our spirit. So we ask that question, am I that? Am I the spirit? And the heartbeat reflects that energy. It's there. We can ask the question, am I the spirit? We'll go down to the left-hand side, and here we're touching on the chakras and asking the fundamental questions where the qualities reside. This one is to do with our own mastery, becoming our own teacher, and understanding ourselves to become that teacher. Am I my own teacher? Am I my own master or guru? This is how we become to know ourselves. Go down further with the leg joints onto the body. And this is a very important question in the sense of, am I the true knowledge, the pure knowledge? that knowledge which is beneficial. We as humans know a lot of things, but what is really beneficial to us, we have to understand. And also we can affirm that by saying, yes, I am the true knowledge. I have that potential to obtain that and know it for my benefit. And say that again, that I am the true knowledge. It's there within us. Back up to the left-hand side of the tummy. And we can state that, yes, I am my own teacher, that I do have that potential to understand myself, which is a benefit to myself. That knowledge can show us the way to a better self. Back up to the heart, and we can affirm with a certain amount of confidence that we are the spirit, because that's the eternal part of ourself, which is always there. It's a loving quality. It's silent, but it's very powerful and strong. And that's our spirit. I am the spirit. We can say that with confidence. Take the right hand up to the left shoulder where it touches on joins the throat, the neck. This area is affected if we feel guilty about what has happened in the past or what we've done. Guilt can hold us down. So here we say, I am not guilty. We can learn from our mistakes, but we do have to forget it. We have to forgive ourselves that I am not guilty. I am not guilty. Take that right hand to the back of our head. This is the area where our superego sits. It's our past. It's our memory. It's what we've been through, good or bad. And this is where we forgive ourselves. As I said, we learn through our mistakes, but we have to forgive ourselves about the past. That helps us move on. I forgive myself. Please forgive me if I've made any mistakes. It's also where we need to be humble about our past and recognise those, but not carry guilt with it, but forgive ourselves. That helps clear our past. We take that right hand to the front, across our forehead. This is where our ego sits. And we're in that area of ego with the human race. And it's not half obvious with what's going on. Ego's there for our benefit, but we're misusing it. So we forgive everyone. And that helps us take a more centered position. I forgive everyone, and I forgive myself. One of the great qualities. Allows us to stand equally with each other by forgiving. I forgive myself and I forgive others. This allows this Agnya chakra to open and become relaxed. I forgive. Go to the top and place our hand, our palm on the top. This is the chakra of this era, the Sahasrara, and it needs to open so we can have the yoga, the union, the second birth, the moksha, the enlightenment, which has been proclaimed for quite a long time. And when the Kundalini passes through here, that happens. Please give me my yoga. Please open my Sahasrara. Please let my lotus bloom, my crown glitter, my halo shine. All the same things at the top of the head in different cultures and areas of spirituality. We ask for that. And the Kundalini is very gracious. She wants it to deliver it to us. So we ask for that. Please give me my yoga. You can lift the hand up slowly above the head and see if you feel a cool breeze there. You may feel a coolness in your hands. You may feel a lot more silent because when it's passed through the Agya chakra, it places us into the present, into the thoughtless awareness state. You can massage that top. Ask again for self-realization. And this is the gracious thing that Shri Mataji brought to the world in 1970, is that we can have this. It's there for us to have. Lift the hand again, just see what you feel above your head. And also how you feel within yourself. How you're feeling. You're probably feeling calmer. You probably find the mental activity slowed down. You may feel there's a breeze flowing in the hands to show that that is awakened. As it says in the Quran, at the time of your resurrection or your second birth, your hands will speak. They will flow with a vibration. And the breath and the breeze has been mentioned in many scriptures of a sign of something very subtle. But later on we'll have another meditation, but just see what you feel as the program progresses. We can use our right hand. Remembering this energy is intelligent. By doing this, this mothering energy will respond. The Kundalini will respond. By doing this, we strengthen her. Feel above our head again to see what you feel. It's very subtle, but it's there. See if you can keep your attention on the top of our head, above our thoughts. That's the main practice of Sahaja Yoga in our meditation, to lift our attention out of the skull, out of our past and future of superego and ego, and go above that where the silence is. So see if you can take your attention to the top of our head. So open our eyes and just try above our head again to see if you can feel that cool breeze. It's the breath of life. And it may be flowing in our hands as well.
Lovely, thank you, Philip. Let's just maintain that feeling of meditation. We can we will listen to Shri Mataji give us a few words about the Sahasrara chakra. But while we wait for that video to come up, let's just do a little balancing technique that we've done before. We'll drop our right hand down to the earth. So we're trying to balance our left palm on our lap, and we're asking the Mother Earth to absorb any overactivity in our left side. So anything in our past that drags us into the past, and any emotions that are not helpful to our ongoing meditative state. So we can close our eyes and just allow that process to happen. So you find all the elements rushing to help us come into the present. So we'll just allow anything from the past to be absorbed into the Mother Earth. You might feel that left hand getting lighter. And likewise, let's bring our right hand up onto our lap and bend the left one so that we can also clear out that pull to the future from our right side. So all the overactivity from our right channel, we're asking Mother Nature in the form of the ether to absorb any of the heat of our action and our futuristic activities, just to be absorbed and allow us to feel the present moment more strongly. So just trying to feel your attention on the top of your head. So that right hand on your lap gets a bit cooler. And just bringing that hand down. Both hands are open on your lap. And we can just open our eyes and hear this video excerpt which Shri Mataji will give us a bit of information about the Sahasrara chakra.
In the Sahasrara are the roots of all these ideas we have, or we can say all these swarupas we have taken. We have now become dharmic. What is the root of dharma? Why should we be dharmic? What is the need to be dharmic? There are many people in this world who are extremely adharmic, living very well. According to, outward expression, we feel that they are very happy people, they are all right, they are enjoying themselves, while we are deprived, perhaps, of all the so-called enjoyments of these people. So, at the state of only dharma, things become very important to us, which may not be standing on truth. There are so many things like that I can point it out to you, that how Sahaja Yogis falter even after achieving dharma state, they falter. I've seen people giving up their drugs, alcoholism, giving up other kinds of addictions, even their language improves. And their, we can say, behavior is changed. They become humbler people, no doubt. But still, they are conscious that they are standing on dharma. This consciousness has to disappear. At the stage of Sahasrara, this consciousness disappears because truth is love and love is truth. That is the point where the Kundalini meets the heart chakra. As you know, the pita of heart is here. So when Kundalini pierces through that heart chakra, what starts flowing in the brain, in the Sahasrara, is the truth, but truth that is love. There's a difference between truth as itself and truth that is love. So out of love for that prostitute, that Christ stood by. He stood on the roots of truth, no doubt, but what was flowing through his heart was the love, the pure love. So now when we have pure love for someone, we see the whole thing in a different manner. We see a person in a different manner. And it becomes very sweet. Otherwise, truth can be very bitter, can be very painful. But truth, which is adorned with love, is just like a flower without the thorns. It's very interesting how a person who is pouring with love and is standing on truth. That's the personality you have to become. Now, in the expression of love, we can take an example to understand. Supposing I meet somebody and he is telling all kinds of horrible things about another person. So I feel tremendous love for him as well as for the person whom he is telling all these things. So now, I take to lie, a complete lie, which is the truth also, in a way. I tell that person, see, what are you talking? The person about whom you are saying all this has been just praising you all the time. And here you are talking like this. Now, this is not the truth, actually. But you take the help of the lie, the other side of the truth, to bring out a friendship between the two persons. So this is what is the work of love, that it tries to bring people closer to each other, to say things by which they become one, united. So all the divisive methods that we have used so far just disappear, and we try to understand what is the method by which we can join people's heart. As it is, you are in collective consciousness. But this collective consciousness, if it is superficial, you can achieve great results like as you have done it. Maybe you can build beautiful ashrams, you can do all this. But when it is filled with love, collective consciousness, then the joy is complete of collective consciousness. Now people talk of peace. You cannot have peace without this new awareness, we call it collective consciousness. But in that also there has to be the main tattva, principle of love. For example, now Sahaja Yogis, say from Germany and Austria, are going to Israel. It's very fulfilling. I was happy that they have chosen for this puja people from Israel. And then I found Israelis coming to Egypt, forgetting all that Muslims have done to them. It's really remarkable how people get attracted towards expression of their love to their fellow men, to other Sahaja Yogis. And once it starts growing, you will be surprised how we can change this world.
Just close our eyes for a minute and let our attention just float up to the Sahasrara, the top of our head, and try to feel that meditative state, really desiring from our heart to be in that silence and to feel that love of the all-pervading energy around, just waiting to pour into us. And we'll have a little bit of music. Well, it's really the sound of the Om which encompasses all the three channels and soothes us so we can feel our meditation. So just listening from the top of our head, place of our meditation, feeling in our heart and on the top of our head, that crown. Let the music take us deeper into our meditation. If you need to, you can use your hand to take your attention back up to the top of your head, just in case any thoughts pop in. Just slowly opening our eyes when you're ready. We'll finish our meditation by raising our Kundalini and putting on a bandhan, which is our little routine we do before and after our meditation. We're doing that ourselves. So let's do that. If you've not done it before, we'll just talk you through it. So the left hand of desire is rising up and the right hand of action is spinning round that left hand. We'll do that 3 times for each of those channels. We tie a knot at the top. So for the second time, we'll tie 2 knots. And then for the third time, we get up to the top of our head, looking up and tying 3 knots. So we really want to stay in that 7th chakra. And then we'll protect ourselves with those lovely vibrations that are flowing all around us. So with the right hand on the left side, we're going over and back for each of our energy centers, our chakras. So 7 times over and back. 14 times, you could say. And feedback in the chat or ask any questions. Also, if you have anything you would like us to dwell on in our upcoming programs, feel free to suggest. These are your programs, so we're happy to oblige in any way you would like. Take us through something more, Philip?
What about more about Saraswara?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yeah. It's got lots of information there.
I won't try to overload you, but it's interesting, the Saraswara. It's in this period that human beings have come to, because for so long we've come out of the Neanderthal, the left side developed, right side came in, became modern. And so we've had the superego of the past where we can think. And then we've got the ego, which the more modern aspect of the human is projecting into the future. So we've had these things to play with for so long, and we're either here or there, or we wobble within them. Now, the interesting thing is the next step in our evolution, which is ordained as what the Creator has made for us, is through this residual energy is awakened within us. We can call it the Kundalini, the Holy Ghost, whatever it is, or Shakti, many names which we mentioned for thousands of years about this event. And it's in this era that when that's awakened, we go above, up to here, Saraswara, which is the integration within us of all the qualities to do with the heart and everything else. And when that develops within us, you can actually feel it. It's a process. It's very subtle, but it's there. And the reason for our existence is actually in our heart. It's our spirit. So the beautiful thing about Sahaja Yoga, you can have the awakening, practice each day the meditation, and try without pressure on yourself to obtain the central channel, which is the next step. The left side first in evolution, second, the right side was the second part of evolution. We've come to the point of understanding the central channel, which takes us up to here on that process. And as you develop that thoughtless awareness, or the nirvichara, they call it in Sanskrit, of the thoughtlessness, which is a real meditation, you'll find that the central channel develops and your attention is easier to get to here. And you actually find within yourself that you're much quieter, which is a big benefit today, considering the scramblings that are going on in the mental activity. We talk of diversity, we talk of integration, we talk of one human race and all that. But until we get out of our condition, our ego, which can give us very different answers, and we can feel hear the silence and let the spirit show itself. Compassion and the love can sound mushy and all that sort of stuff, but it's there within our heart. And it's something that we have to come to know, which is just there within us. And we're not sort of, like the politicians and all the stuff that goes on about love and peace and all that sort of stuff, but it's not. It's got to be found within ourselves, and that's an evolutionary thing. Once the Kundalini is awakened and we meditate and let it develop, that's important. We let it develop. We can actually feel the better side of ourselves, and it's a feeling. It's not as though you carry a banner about yourself. It's just in the heart, you can feel it. It's subtle, but it's there, but it's incredibly embracing. And this is what Shri Mataji brought to the world in 1970 and spent 35 years or so travelling the world, freely giving this so we could find out for ourselves. And this is what these programs are about. It's where you can go through this process, feel something. If you felt a little twinge, keep it up and let it grow. Remembering it's growing. It's evolutionary, this process.
And it's something beyond I'm right, you're wrong.
Yeah, it's there. Well, the honesty and the real knowledge, the pure knowledge is beyond this, as you said. It goes beyond the interpretation of things, which is happening so much today because of conditioning and ego. There's a truth that ranges beyond. And a reason why a lot of things are not working today, particularly political, because they're left or right, they're nothing to do with experience or gratitude or the genuine love. And I don't want to once again feel a bit mushy, but it's there, and it's for us to feel it. And this is one thing I always ask people to do. Meditate each day, let it grow and feel it for yourself. Yes, we can give our experiences, but to you, these can be just words. But what you've got to do is actually sit down and let the Kundalini come up here, become stronger, and let it evolve us and change us. It's a bit like the Shri Mataji has often said, the sprouting of the seed of the tree or the plant or whatever, it has to develop to get to its potential. But the actual potential's in that seed, and that's the Kundalini within us to take us to our higher self. And it just shows you a rather beautiful side of the human race, and that's inside. So it's there for us.
And I like that analogy she gives about everything being different flowers, but on the same tree.
Oh, the same tree, yes.
Yeah. And so there are wrong things that are wrong.
Yeah.
There's also stepping stones to the next stage, as opposed to having to have a big fight because you're wrong and I'm right.
Now, as she said, the flowers on the tree of life are different, but they're still on the tree.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as she said, I remember her saying once, if we all look the same, it'd be rather boring because we do look different, and that's the beauty of the world, of the difference. And that's what the creation has done, brought us to this point where we can really find the beauty of ourselves. And as I say, and I'll say it again, practice, let it grow, then you'll feel it and you'll feel the benefit of it. And I always relate the fact when I first came and I was told this, I actually scoffed at it. But when I felt it, oh, that's what you mean. Because it's something within you got to experience, and that's there for everyone to feel it. And it's why programs are held. So people can do this for themselves, So the Sahasrara is the, as you can see on the chart, is the top chakra, integration. It's here, we'll come up to that, and we have to evolve to understand ourselves on a collective level among all the, even though it's called the age of confusion, this area predicted, out of it comes the answer for ourselves inside ourselves, and that's that, well, the integration of ourselves, the coming together. Yeah.
The integration is there, but then there has to be the evolution.
Yeah.
So it doesn't just stop.
Yeah.
It's not a static thing.
As you know, some of us have been in Sahaja Yoga quite a while and practicing, and we are learning subtle things all the time. It's onward going, and it shows you things that, little reminders. They're beautiful. And you're not allowed to feel guilty and all that about your mistakes, but you keep on going. And it's there to have, and it's beautiful. And it's and once again, the meditation takes you there. It's not that you have to do anything, it's you let it happen. We're so used to as human beings, like I'm the doer, which is the right side. It's not the point.
And then feeling guilty about mistakes. Whereas if you are the spirit, you don't make any mistakes. You're finding out about stuff.
Yeah, but if you do make,
there are things that are wrong.
But if you do
again.
if you make a mistake, you forgive yourself.
Yes, exactly, because you're the spirit.
Yeah,
you haven't
exactly.
really made the mistake. It's just
it doesn't make, you're not talking about perfection or anything, but the spirit's perfection, but still it's in you, your character's still there, but it helps you in becoming better.
More better.
More better, yeah. Not just become perfect, mind you, we won't say that. But it's an onward going thing.
Yeah.
It's rather beautiful. And this rather gracious person, Shri Mataji, as I said, started in 1970 and did it for years and years. No strings attached, no money involved. And she wanted to show people that there is better side to themselves. And she did.
And give them the tools to make themselves better.
Yeah. And as you were saying before about being our own teacher, it shows you yourself, your chakras, your body, your left and right side, and how you can balance and adjust. And you work with that to clear it. So
and we do need to get to the point, to evolve to the point where you can feel the state of your own being. And so we don't ignore it if we're not feeling it. We try and do something to feel it.
You let it, the Kundalini work it out for you by various practices, which this program does show. And there's several practices we have in Sahaja Yoga, and so we can clear this system. So it's there to be cleared and to give us a better person. And it's a process, of course.
Yeah.
But it's there.
And all the elements, can we use those elements to help us get better?
Yeah, like before when Lynn was put the hand towards the earth, we have the magnetic quality of the earth helping clear the left side.
Yeah, that's
the thing. The light on this sucker can clear this area. That's why we use a candle. So and even water we can use too, which is we have an incredible relationship with the elements. We must, for example, is very, very generous to us. Without gravity, we would float off in space. They wouldn't have to spend millions on getting the moon, would they? But it's there for us, and this is the beauty that Shri Mataji has given. But once again, we need to practice each day to let it evolve. And it's ongoing, it's beautiful.
Oh, that's good. Contribute? No questions, so everyone's thoughtless. That's very good. And look forward to doing it all again next week.
Yep.
Because, every meditation we have, if we get some sort of inspiration afterwards, and the smallest meditation with the smallest number of people is also nice. So thank you for joining tonight, and look forward to doing it again next week. Thank you, Sean, also for coming.
Good evening to all of you. All the best.
Yeah. And you can also send us any questions anytime. Happy to answer them. And happy to have your contribution. Good night all. Bye for now.
Good.
Thanks for coming. We're going to finish now.
Okay, so that's
Oh, Dan, hi.